Well, from lost sleep to negative mental health impacts, the detriments of excessive phone use are well documented, which is why one Austin mother, Brooke Shannon, has started the Wait Until 8th pledge. Now, that asks parents to promise not to give their kids smartphones until they are at least 14 or in the 8th grade. Now, the group has been around for several years now and urges parents from schools around the country to really band together and take this pledge. So, of course, we're all parents. I mean, I have my personal thoughts on this. I think it is kind of hard to have this sort of blanket thing about 8th grade. Kids have different levels of sort of how responsible they are. You also have kids in different situations. If your parents are divorced and they need to be able to reach you in case of emergencies. The excessive part, I do agree, we should be monitoring, but I don't necessarily think it should be for a specific grade. Seana, what do you think?
Yes, I think it's easier. So compared to both of you, my children are the youngest. My oldest is 3. So I have thought about this in the past, just in terms of ideally, yes, I would love not to give my sons an iPhone or some sort of smartphone until they are in high school. I think every parent would like to say that. I don't know how realistic that is. And especially when you look at the numbers and the number of kids who do have a smartphone before they are in 8th grade, it really shows that it is hard to kind of deter them and just say no. But I don't know. I like the idea of this pledge. I really, really do.
Look, I like the idea of it.
Yeah.
And in practicality, no way, no chance, no how, forget it. I wouldn't try it. If I were you, I certainly did not. Now, the word smartphone is weird because kids don't need phones. They don't call. They don't make telephone calls.
Yeah.
So all they
Texting.
need is an iPad or an iTouch without phone service, at which my kids probably had one at age, I don't know, 5 or 6. Quite frankly, because it's a great babysitter, man. And if you're going to fly on an airplane, there is no way to get 4, 5, 6 hours across this country without a device. No, don't try it, parents. I really don't advise it. Plus, there is a lot you can learn on these things. It's all about moderation. It's about buying one of these devices that monitors their time so you can see how much they're on particular apps. My 5th grader has had a smartphone for years, but all she does is Wordle and then goes back to reading. So,
well, yeah, and the moderation.
It's up to the parents to manage it.
Exactly. It's up to the parents to manage it. It's all about moderation because there clearly are safety concerns. And if there are parents out there who just give their children smartphones without monitoring that, clearly that is a huge safety risk, Rachelle.
No, I agree. I mean, my daughter has a phone and she's 9, but it means that, you know, if the school bus is running late or something, I'm not panicking. I'm like, I'm able to reach her. There's a safety issue. But again, it does fall on the parents. You have to show your kid what responsible phone usage looks like. I mean, if you're zoned out all the time on your phone, you're not really setting a good example. So, you know, I think it's important to set a good example. My daughter has a few number of apps. Most are school related. I let her have Roblox on there because she does love it. But I do think it's about teaching your kids responsibility. It's not the thing itself. It's how you treat it.
It is. I don't know. I have high hopes. I'm hoping that maybe I can give my sons a flip phone or something just to get to high school. You're looking at me like you don't think there's a chance. But I don't know. I'm going to hold out.
Get a beeper.
For that. Yeah,
Take it all the way back.
exactly. Get a beeper. Really throw it back there.
You'll throw in the towel.
I know. I'm sure I will.